Okay, so you step on the scale, the number is basically the same as always. So why do your clothes feel tighter and your body feels kind of different, kind of hard, kind of full, even first thing in the morning? You didn't change anything, but it feels like your body swapped itself out on you. Well, here's the good news. There's a reason, and it's probably not what you think. Your body isn't just gaining weight, it's actually remodeling. So let me show you what that means. Hi, I'm Dr. Lola Ashaye. I'm a board-certified family medicine physician and founder of InTouch Primary Care in Sugar Land, Texas. And I specialize in primary, preventative, and menopause care. I help women and men finally get real answers about what's happening in their bodies. So let's get into it. Okay, so most women think that the goal is to fight the scale, right? But here's the thing. Your body can change even when your weight doesn't change. The scale can stay the same while your shape, your strength, and how you feel all shift. And that's because the menopause transition doesn't just add weight, it remodels your body. There are three changes doing most of the work, and we're going to walk through them today. So the first one is that your fat moves. Before this transition, your body likes to store fat in your hips and thighs. So picture a pair. But as estrogen drops, that changes. Now your body parks fat around your midsection instead, like an apple. So you can weigh the exact same and still watch your shape change. Same number, different body. And here's the part that a lot of women don't know about. There are two kinds of belly fat. There's the soft kind, the one you can pinch, that's like the muffin top. But that one is mostly a cosmetic thing. There's also deep fat. That's the one that you cannot pinch. It wraps around your organs, way down in your belly, and that's the one that can feel hard or full. And that's the one that actually matters for your health. It's tied to blood sugar, blood pressure, and your heart. So the hard belly isn't just letting yourself go. It's a different kind of fat driven by hormonal change. And by the way, it's the same thing that happens with men when they tend to carry weight in their belly too as they get older. It's not just a willpower thing, it's actually a hormone thing. The second change is your muscle quietly slips away. So starting in midlife, we will all slowly lose muscle. And muscle is your engine. It's what burns energy all day long, even while you're just sitting down. So when you lose muscle, your body burns less energy. And that's why eating and workouts that kept you steady at 30 just don't work anymore at 50. It's not that you got lazy, it's just the engine got smaller. So here's what a lot of people don't get. The answer is not just more cardio to burn it off. The answer is protecting your muscle. That usually means strength work, like lifting, resistant bands, using your own body weight, plus having enough protein in your diet to support that. So you're not just trying to shrink yourself, you're trying to keep your engine strong so it can help you burn fat. The third change that a lot of people don't talk about is, remember that estrogen works all over the body. So there are some places that are private. And many women are not aware that when estrogen drops, it affects the vaginal tissue and the bladder area. That area can become thinner and drier, which can mean dryness, discomfort, meaning to pee more, and often having more infections like urinary tract infections and vaginal infections. And there's something that's happening here. So estrogen keeps the good bacteria down there in balance. And as it drops, this good bacteria drop too. And it lets more harmful bacteria and inflammation take over. And that's a big reason some women start to get more infection during this time. So it's not just about getting older and quietly putting up with it. These things are incredibly common, and it's the very same hormonal change that is happening that's causing it. And it's very treatable. You don't just have to live with it. It's worth bringing up with your clinician, especially one that knows about menopause. So if all these things are making sense to you, please share click on the video, share with a friend, especially if you've heard someone saying, my body doesn't, act the way it used to. And leave us a comment, because that's how others find us and it can really make a difference for them. So you may have heard that menopause makes every woman gain weight. No, weight is a mix of things. It can be affected by our sleep, stress, activity, and so much more. Menopause doesn't just flip or gain weight switch, but it does change where our body stores fat, and that part is real. So you may have decided, you know what, I'm just going to eat less. Well, that may not help, because if you cut away nutrition, you could lose muscle along with fat. And you don't want to lose the thing that is protecting your strength and your health. It was never about just eating less. It's about eating enough of the right things to keep your muscles and keep them strong. So you may be thinking, so does hormone replacement fix all those things? Well, hormone replacement is not a weight loss treatment. It wouldn't melt belly fat. But in the right person, it'll keep fat from shifting so that you don't get that hard middle. So it's a real tool. It's not a magic fix though. But talk to your doctor and see if this fits you. So now I want to make a really important point, because when women start gaining weight in midlife, the advice a lot of times they get is simple: eat better, move more. It's not that it's wrong, it's just that it's so general that it sends a lot of people in the wrong direction. So a lot of people will add more cardio, maybe spend more time on the treadmill. But remember what's really changing. It's that you're losing muscle. So cardio doesn't rebuild muscle, strength training does, and that's the piece that actually matches the problem. So others might just start trying to eat cleaner, but they never look at their sleep, and sleep matters more than a lot of people realize. So there was a study, the Nurses' Health Study, that followed more than 68,000 women for 16 years. The women who slept 5 hours or less a night were 32% more likely to have major weight gain than those that slept 7 hours or more. So 32% more likely. That's a third more likely to have major weight gain just from sleeping for less time. And here's the kicker. It wasn't because they ate more. The people that slept less actually ate less. Their bodies just held onto the weight anyway. So this is not just about simply doing more. It's about doing the right things, the ones that match what your body is actually going through. And that's why understanding this information matters so much, because when you know what's changing, you're in the best position to do things that actually move the needle. And having the right guidance and support beside you makes all the difference. All right. So before you start, another plan, or you decide your metabolism is broken, just step back and look at the whole picture. Look at your muscle, your fat, your sleep, your hormones, because they're all connected. And that's exactly how I like to work with the women here at InTouch Primary Care. We look at everything together. We actually have the time to talk through it, and I offer telehealth visits so I can see patients in several states. So if this is something that you think might interest you, there is a link below to book a free 15-minute consult, and we can see if it's a good fit for you. So before we wrap this up, remember this is general education, not advice for your specific situation. Please talk to your own doctor for specific advice. But imagine if you stopped trying to get your old body back and you started giving your current body what it needs now, the strength it needs, the energy, a heart that is protected. So not just a smaller number on the scale, but stronger, healthier you. That's the goal that can actually win. So next episode, we're going to be going to look at the mirror. We're going to be talking about your skin, your face, and finally get answers on, things like, does microneedling and Botox and fillers, does collagen actually work? So you don't want to miss that. I hope to see you there.